What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping by the channel. Today we are going to go over my entire first month of ADF, the results I got, what I did, what are my thoughts, the pros, the cons that I found in doing ADF. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, before I jump into how much weight I lost, a grand total, let's start off with what I thought about switching from OMAD, 1 meal a day, to ADF, alternate day fasting. So I've been doing OMAD for quite some time, and feel free to go back and look at the video. I'll link it up here, somewhere over here or here in the cards, that links you to the video of the why I switched, why I decided to change up the routine. And so I won't go ahead and get into it, really in depth, but I wanted a change, I wanted to change, sometimes you hit a plateau and you need to kind of change things up when you're doing intermittent fasting protocols. So I said, let me try this thing called ADF. So I did a little bit of research online and I looked at a few YouTube videos, and I'm actually reading a book on it. So and that's another video. That'll be another video too, because it's a really good book. But I was like, okay, this is something that I could probably do. Eating once a day, you kind of go into, sometimes I may go in over 24 hours. So those extra few hours that you kind of lead yourself into, doing alternate day fasting, I was like, this is something that I could potentially do and not have any issues doing it. And I was right. I didn't have any issues, meeting the goal of the alternate day fasting. From 36 all the way up to about maybe 41 or 42 hours was my window of fasting, like during this whole period, during the whole month. So it was either 36 or 42 hours of fasting time. All right, sorry about that. My wife came out here looking for her Amazon package. So let me see, where did I leave off? Okay, so it wasn't hard for me to switch from OMAD, 1 meal a day, to ADF, alternate day fasting. And I fasted for in the window time of 36 hours to 41 or 42 hours. And it felt good. There were a few days in the beginning where it was kind of like, okay, this is interesting. I might be a little hungry, but I was like, just drink some water and you'll be fine. So I drank some water and I actually was fine. There wasn't anything, like, it wasn't anything that I got headaches or, my stomach was rumbling or anything like that. So nothing real major happened with me changing over. So that was a good thing, positive thing, right? So, it was easy. But it might not be easy for somebody, not going from OMAD to ADF. So maybe if somebody's doing 16 to 8, like, that's probably not going to be a good switch, to go that extreme that fast. You should definitely build your way up to maybe a OMAD lifestyle, do that lifestyle for a little bit, and then maybe switch over to ADF, just so you know that you can handle, your body can handle what you're doing, because it is a lifestyle change. What you're doing is a lifestyle change. Intermittent fasting is a lifestyle change. It's basically, something that you're going to continue to do for the remainder of your life. And that's my intention. So, being able to switch back and forth through different protocols once I get to my desired weight. And I start maintaining that weight, right? So So overall, it was easy. It wasn't that hard. The food, the one thing that I really, really enjoy about intermittent fasting in general is the ability to, and this is a book by that one of the books that I've read on intermittent fasting, and it's called Delay Don't Deny. And that was the first book that I read that introduced me into intermittent fasting. It is a good book. It's old, but it's still good. I'm actually reading the newer book by the author right now, and once I finish, I'll probably do a video on how much I liked it. But the fact that I don't have to, the fact that this is not a diet, right? This is not, hey, you know, I'm not gonna eat ice cream, I'm not gonna eat bread, I'm not gonna eat rice, I'm gonna increase all of my veggie intake, blah, blah, blah. Like all of the different diet things that people do that end up not working because essentially it's just a short-term fix type of thing. So that's the one thing that I like about intermittent fasting. I can eat what I want. And I posted some shorts and some TikToks on my social media accounts with the food that I was eating each week. You guys may not have seen that, but I got a little bit of hate comments on the TikTok side of things, you know, from people saying, hey, you know, first of all, somebody didn't even realize that I was posting for a week of food. They said, I can't believe you ate this in a day, you need help. And I'm just like, people are just like, read. Like, reading is fundamental. And I have to remember that, you know, people are just some people are just out there to make comments that don't make sense, right? So you kind of gotta let them go. Another person commented and said that said something, I don't even know, you can go and look at it, it is on TikTok, but the point of it all is, and how I responded to this person is this is my journey, not yours, not somebody else's. It's my journey, and I'm doing what I feel, because guess what? This is my body. So I'm gonna do what I feel is necessary to get healthy, and maintain my body. And so, you know, the comments are just unnecessary. But you know, that's the joy of the internet. But I don't care, because I know there are some people out there that may need to hear what I'm saying, and you know that these things are possible as far as getting your body healthy with intermittent fasting. And I have found it to be the case, and I'm living proof of it, which is why, you know, my name for this whole account is, if I can do this, you can too, for sure, because I want people to know that this is possible. So that is the whole purpose of me doing this. But I say all of that to say, you can do this. It may be hard, but it is something that you can do. Now, going into ADF, a little bit of the cons for me personally. For me personally, one of the huge cons of doing ADF is the social piece of it all. So what do I mean by that? I mean that, you know, me and my wife are very social, and we do things with other people. We do things with ourselves, meaning we go out, we like to eat, we like to go out, we like to socialize, that type of thing, right? Especially since COVID, right? Everybody wants to get out and just do stuff. So that's us right now, just like everybody else. And so she was like, hey, I really need to know, she understands the journey that I'm on and what I'm trying to do, and very supportive of it. So with that being said, she was like, hey, I need you to put on the calendar what days you can eat and what days you can't eat, because I need to make our plans, and you know, I really want you to be able to eat on these days when maybe we're going out with friends or planning a date night, that type of thing. Just put it on the calendar. So I did that, you know, and that made things a little bit easier for us when it came to planning. So social things, you know, that's a big thing for me, and it may not be for some of you out there, so it may not be a huge thing, but it was for me. And I think that was one of the hardest parts of switching from OMAD to ADF, because at least I could fluctuate the window in a day to accommodate for any type of social events that I may be having during any given day. And I understand from reading this book that I'm reading that I kind of want to get to a certain weight and then maintain that weight so that my body, you know, resets what my set weight should be, right? So, you know, I think I may do this for a little while. I think I may continue to do this for a little while because I'm seeing the results, right? I don't want to mess something up that I'm seeing the results of. So I think I'm going to continue to do this and see where it goes, see where it leads me. And it seemingly is good. I think what I'm going to do for next month would be maybe to try a new workout regimen. Right now I'm using an app to do my workout, and I kind of just let it plan itself for me. But my brother introduced me to this workout sheet that he's going to start following. I was like, I should do it too. It can't hurt, right? So I think I'm going to do it too. I'll let you guys in on that in another video. But I think I'm gonna start doing that. That should help with losing with building muscle in my body, which is helpful to my body, right? And getting some of this fat off of my body. So that is going to be helpful. I do think that ADF is something that people should give a shot if they can, but not until they've reached a certain level in intermittent fasting in itself. You know, only one con for me, and I've already mentioned that, it was the social piece of it. So I say give it a shot. I'll keep doing these videos as far as like what I eat and everything, just so people can see what it is that I'm doing, because I want to be totally transparent with everybody. I thank you for coming along with the 30-day month journey and the ADF, just to see what all happened. And I'm glad that we were able to see actual results. Now, speaking of results and getting into the results of things, I did want to say what my results were for the entire month, just in case somebody is looking at this video and they didn't look at all of the weeks that I showed what I ate and the results. If you didn't, go back and look. But I'm still going to tell you in this video what the total was. All right, so I did a little calculation, and the total weight loss for 1 month of doing ADF, switching from OMAD to alternate day fasting, was 15.3 pounds in 4 weeks. Now, I believe they say the average, well, the recommended weight loss, you know, for a person is 1 pound a week. So we are definitely over that. As far as getting to my goal, which is 40 pounds by 40, we are well on our way to being 40 pounds lighter than what we were when we started this whole entire journey. So just to give you a little, if you look in the description of the video, you'll see that I started off at 301 pounds. When I first started off, not with ADF, but really trying to get back into intermittent fasting, I was at 301 pounds, and I'm just trying to get the exact number. I was at 301.5 pounds, and I am currently down to 68.9 pounds. Now, that comes to a grand total weight loss of 32.6 pounds since I was at my largest weight. And I gotta tell you, I am really happy about that. Now this doesn't, when I say that number, it doesn't include the 40 pounds by 40. That's just the overall heaviest that I've been down to now, the weight loss. And it's a significant amount of weight for any one person. And I'm just gonna reference what the date was when I weighed in at 300, August 30th of last year. So down 30 something odd pounds. And I haven't hit August yet. That's pretty good. And I am going to continue to give it my all and try to get this weight off, because I want to be healthy and I want to be, I want to get down, you know. It's something that we all want to do. And I am here to tell you that it can happen and it will happen as long as you have the motivation and the determination to do so. If you don't have positive people around you, you don't need them, because I am here. I will give you all of the positivity and motivation that you need if you don't have it. So comment below if you are like, hey, listen, I don't have anybody around to motivate me to get this done. You have to motivate yourself, but you also need a support system. And my support system around me, my wife and everybody that lives around me, they're very supportive in what it is that I'm trying to do to get my life in order as far as my weight. So you have to have that support system. And if you do, and if you have the will, the determination, and the drive to get it done, you will be able to get it done. I will be sharing my workouts that I did for all of the 4 weeks in one video. And I will be sharing the fasting hours that I did for the entire 4 weeks in one video, just so everybody can see. So they'll be really short, but just so everybody can see, you know, how often I was often I was working out, what I was doing while I was working out, and then how often, you know, how long my fasting windows were, just so I'm as transparent as possible. One thing you have to remember is that everybody's body is different and they tolerate different foods and everything differently. So what may work for me may not work for you, but you have to listen to your body and what it's telling you. So we can talk about that in another video. If you have stayed this long and you have watched all 4 weeks of my videos, I really want to thank you. To all of my subscribers, the very first one who subscribed, I really appreciate it. I hope that if you're on your journey that you are doing an awesome job. Really appreciate the support and everything, because it is really helpful, regardless of whether or not you know it. It is extremely helpful to see when those subscribes and those likes come in, and the comments. Amy, you are a commenter. Thank you for commenting on my videos. I really appreciate it. I hope that everything is going good for your journey. As always, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know how it's going. I will definitely respond back as soon as I can. Like I always say in every video at the end, listen guys, if I can do this, you can do this for sure. And I will catch you in the next video. Have an awesome week.